Well, good evening, everybody. I thought I'd record this video from a little bit different venue than what you're used to seeing me in. I'm usually in my office in the back of the house, and I decided to come up front and do this one in the den where I'm relaxing on my sofa instead. The topic of my conversation tonight is really not any different than it normally is. I'm, just upset about the so-called stimulus package that none of us will ever see anything from. I'm upset about the health care package. I just wonder where all this money, these tens of billions, hundreds of billions of trillions of dollars is coming from. How much money can you just keep printing without devaluing everything we have? I read something on Fox News earlier today that suggested that no, we can't actually bankrupt the country. We can come darn close, but we can't actually do it. You just have to wonder what this agenda is. Yes, we know it's socialistic, and we know that's the way of the Democratic Party. And we know that it's all about spending as much money as we possibly can, so that we end up being in debt, we, our children, our children's children, and everybody ultimately ends up in as much debt as we can possibly get ourselves into, or they can possibly get us into, I should say. And I'm just overwhelmed by the whole thing. Watch the markets dive. I see people getting laid off left and right. I wonder, for that matter, I work in healthcare. A lot of you know that. And I wonder how long it'll be before my job goes away. How long will it be before my wife's job, who's a nurse, before her job goes away? It's unsettling that there is nothing concrete and no security right now in this country. And there's nothing that gives us any security right now. And you just have to wonder, why are we allowing all of this to happen? Because we have a Democratic Congress, because we have a Democratic Senate, because we have a Democratic President? Where are our checks and balances that prohibit these things from happening? We have a Constitution. The Constitution, I'm not any lawyer or any expert on the Constitution itself, but I gotta wonder if the founding fathers didn't have provisions to stop this sort of thing from happening. But I can go on and on about this. Y'all have heard it all. You hear it on the news. You hear it from Rush Limbaugh. You hear it from Sean Hannity. You hear it from Fox News and their commentators. You hear it from everybody but the drive-by media. And we're just inundated with it day in and day out. And, well, hello, Whiskers. Y'all have seen Whiskers before. He's our cat, and he's taking over center stage, it would seem, with his butt in my face. But, we've seen all of this. We've heard all of these things over and over again. And, yes, we seem to be getting more and more people on our side, and more people beginning to realize that there is no stimulus package for the country. It's all about big business and bucks going into big businesses. Who cares if the three major automakers have to file bankruptcy? What would be the harm in that? Maybe something would come out of it that would be good. A lot of companies that file bankruptcy come out on the better side. Why should the three automakers be any different? I got a response to a Facebook message a few days back from some folks, I think it was in Michigan, who are quote-unquote staunch union supporters. Well, tell me something, staunch union supporter. If your husband wasn't making $90 an hour screwing bolts onto wheels, what good would he be in society? He'd probably have to work at a McDonald's if he would lower himself to that level for $8 to $10 an hour, like the rest of us folks. The union hasn't done anything but make people who do menial labor high-priced bellhops. I don't have any respect for the union. They haven't done anything to help me. And I don't see where making that kind of money for screwing bolts onto automobiles is compensatory with the job. It's a $10, $15 at best hour a job. It's not an $80 or $90 an hour job. So if you lose your swimming pool, or you lose your 10-bedroom house because the union puts you on strike and you lose your job, well, my heart bleeds for you, the rest of us have to struggle to earn a living. Anyway, enough of that, enough of the usual rants. Y'all know the story. The only thing I can say, folks, is please, 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 keep writing your congressmen, keep writing your senators, keep writing all of our elected officials, and let them know how you feel. It's the only way we're going to resolve this thing. And when it comes time in 2010 to vote again for the Senate and for the Congress, let's not screw up and make the same mistake twice in a row. It's not going to get any better. The economists, every economist that you read about that has half a brain between his ears, that's not paid by the DNC, says that this is the wrong thing at the wrong time in the wrong country. And they all concur. It's bad. It's going to get worse. Do us all a favor, folks. Do the right things. Write your congressmen, write your senators, write all of your elected officials. And if they're not doing what you want them to do, don't vote for them again. God bless you. God bless America. God bless us all. Thank you.